Shalom. First, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakatash. Double honors to teachers, zealous, and the boss of Great Millstone. Likewise, brothers, bringing out this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters that tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson's title, When the Lowly Cried Wolf. They're ignored and mocked. Now, I'm going to play a short clip for you, and then afterwards, we're going to make a commentary on this. Of course, bringing out the scriptures to edify the hopefully lack of Yasharallah.
I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new between the fucking news and the fucking stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife. The best I can. I can't keep going. Every day it's something new. Then on top of that, as if you're not trying to spend money, you have to. Fucking everything's expensive. I own a painting company, I still can't fucking make it. I'm fucking trying, man. I can't look at my daughter and my wife and know I'm failing. I'm fucking done.
And as you saw in that video, okay, which was both enjoyable to watch and also an eye-opener to really see just how pathetic the so-called white man is when the Lord takes that blessing off of them. Now, we as Hebrew Israelite, the true biblical Hebrew Israelite, so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latino, okay, we've been dealing with these curses, from the Old Testament and into the New Testament to this current date right now, as I speak, making this video, June 26, 2024. Okay, and pursuant to Deuteronomy 30:7, these curses, as promised by the Lord Yahweh Shai, will transfer over to our oppressors, okay, which is all these other tribes on this earth. But our main antagonist is Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. Let's go into the first scripture here. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, and starting with verse 50, because it seems like these Edomites don't understand where they're at. They're here in Great Babylon, America, the cursed land that the Lord Yahweh Shai has his eyes upon. This is the wicked queendom that the Lord has intention to destroy. So if he's going to destroy this place, he has cast off the blessing, okay, and he's putting curses, nothing but curses, which is going to lead to nothing but sorrows and death. This is Deuteronomy 28, and Psalm verse 50 reads, a nation of fierce countenance, because this is a curse that we have been dealing with. We're in a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. And we can look throughout history. In fact, we can look at the last 150 years and see that this man does not show mercy to the old nor the young of the children of Israel, or so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. It says, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thine kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until you have destroyed thee. Now, of course, when we deal with the past, we're dealing, our wealth was based on cattle and, farming and all those things like that. Today, right now, the wealth will be based on what you can earn for a living. And as you can see in this video, this man is extremely distressed because he owns a business, a small painting business that is not producing enough wealth, okay, for him to be satisfied or for him to live comfortably, to get a good night's sleep. Okay, and he's been reduced to nothing but tears. See, these Edomites have never really faced what Jake has always faced. When they look at, they see you in the sidewalk, or you see you jobless, or when they laugh you out of an interview, make fun of you, put all of their racist policies in action, through identifying you through those applications which say, hey, click which race you are, so that they can throw your application in the garbage. No, they never thought that this was going to come back and get them. They never looked at us or took us serious when we were crying wolf. Okay, and I'm talking about the Jakes that were in the 60s were marching, even up until 2020, when they talking about Black Lives Matter. Okay, that was Jake crying about the wolf. Who's the wolf? The wolf of these elites. Okay, notice he said in the video, the rich is getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. He can't make it. He knows that there's a lot of people out there that are like him. Okay, and their way right now of dealing with it right now, because society is still going. Okay, and I'm quite sure he sees other Edomites out there that are probably doing much more better than him. Okay, is to sit down and cry about it. But we can see here that curse was on us is that we would work basically to death and have nothing to show for it. And that's why this place is known as spiritual Sodom, which this is the month of the Sodomite, and Egypt, which is symbolic of slavery. Okay, so he needs to understand where they're at, and this is for all you other Edomites that will come across the videos of these brothers. I would suggest that you tune in, okay, to the brothers of Great Millstone, and likewise brothers who are preaching this truth and gospel, okay, with no type of guile. We ain't got nothing to gain except the kingdom with this. Okay, we have nothing to gain on this earth. Okay, we're looking for the crown of life. Okay, to know what judgment is going to come next for you, because y'all are going to get judged. Okay, let's go into the book of Ecclesiasticus 14 and start verse 5, because again, Esau is a vessel of dishonor. Jacob is a vessel of honor. What can you expect out of a vessel of dishonor? You cannot expect anything more than pure wickedness. Okay, and so we're going to read here where it says, this is Ecclesiasticus 14 and verse 5, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasures in his good. There is none worse than he that envied himself, and this is a recompense of wickedness. We only have to think about the Civil War. Okay, Civil War. These Edomites clashing. Okay, the South envied the North envied the South. Okay, and we can see how Esau is now dealing with his underlings. Okay, he's dealing with his underlings. So again, when we come out and we say Esau the Edomite, a so-called white man, and this man happens to be the seed of the wicked, okay, the Edomites, okay, he is a dishonorable being, a vessel of dishonor. Okay, he cannot do good. In fact, we can go into the book of Job, because it mentions the fact that these people are incapable of doing good. You're not gonna have a president, doesn't matter who you elect, that is going to come into office and fix the problem that Yahweh Shem Shai is bringing to Great Babylon, America. Okay, he's not going to save the non-elect, which is going to be all you other tribes who are going to be striving to survive here, and the 2/3 non-elect of Yasharala, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, who don't turn to repentance and serve the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai in truth and sincerity. This is Job 14 and 4. It reads, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Esau is unclean. Great Babylon, America is unclean. The so-called white man is unclean. Amalek is unclean. These Amalekites, these so-called Jewish conglomerate, are unclean. We cried out. In fact, you have the man of the Lord crying out right now. We showing you the injusticeness, okay, the horrific dealings of Esau with his laws, okay, that are unrighteous, his unrighteous decrees. And yet still you people just think these are just the same Negroes that were crying from the 60s. Oh, poor me, poor me. But here you are. Here you are. Now, for those Edomites who are thinking that this is a one-off, or this was just some loser Edomite, no, you are all losers. You are all going to lose. It's just a matter of time when the Lord is going to get you. He may actually keep you in your fantasy land of, security, only to have you put down by the sword or a wild animal. okay, or save you for the lake of fire. Okay, so you are not in a better situation. Okay, you might not want to think of yourself as being secure. Let's go into the book of Obadiah 1, because we have to talk about the characteristic of this man. Okay, this man has a characteristic, and when you take a look at it, you have to understand that he cannot help himself. It says, this is Obadiah 1 and 5. It says, if thieves, which Esau, the so-called white man, is a thief, came to thee, if robbers by night, how are they cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had had enough? If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And now, remember in this video, this man is saying that the elites, the rich keep getting richer and they're getting poorer and all that stuff like that. You have companies that are firing thousands of employees with skills just so that they can give a 20 million or 30 million or $100 million bonus to an executive or executives. So one man life, okay, and his wealth, which he has more than he can have or need, is greater than that of thousands of workers. And this is where this man fits in right now, him amongst many others. Okay, he just happens to be putting his face on TikTok, which, you know, really, you know, it's quite pathetic and laughable, but this serves as a basis of lessons to edify the hopefully lack, okay, to see that the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is working for us, okay, and also to let you 2/3 know, if this is happening to them, what do you think is going to happen to you, who has your hands out constantly looking for freebie or handout from Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man that you call your God, okay? And for the rest of you tribes here, well, keep watching the brothers' lessons, because you will see, okay, from these lessons, what is really going to take place here in Great Babylon, America. This is nothing. At least he's sitting in the car. Wait till it gets to the point of where you're living in that car and you have to worry about people coming grabbing you at that car and taking what little you have, and maybe even taking your life. And you have to have your entire family inside there. Okay, and that's a whole different lesson that we're going to go into. But we can see the evil characteristic of this man when we go into Proverbs 29 and 2. Okay, Edom is a nation. This is a nation. Okay, and there's 18 tribes. Okay, and Edom is one of those tribes. Okay, and when you go into Proverbs 29 and 2, it reads, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. The righteous are obviously not in rulership right now. The righteous are speaking against the evil that is prevalent on this earth, but the wicked are in rulership right now, and the people are mourning. Guess who's mourning? Who's mourning right there? That is an Edomite from the tribe of Edom. Okay, which is one of the 18 nations that the Lord created on this earth, and is the only nation that the Lord is not going to show mercy on. So wait a minute. The Lord made it very clear that he loved Jacob. Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. You people have seen what he's done to us. You've seen what he's done to us throughout history. Hangings, lynching, buck breaking, all those things, slavery. This is a tribe that the Lord Yahweh Shemashah loves. And this is what he did to us. You can't imagine what he's going to do to a tribe that he hates. And besides that, y'all beat the Malak to death and hung him, who looks like the man that you see on the highway sighing and crying, like a so-called Negro. Okay, let's go into the book of Isaiah 19, start verse 1, because this is the state of Edom where we're at right now, whether they don't want to believe it or not. Okay, this is the state of Edom. Okay, let's go into Isaiah 19, start verse 1, and it reads, the burden. When you think of burden, it sounds like something that's very weighty. Okay, burden. If you lift something, you carry it, you're just lifting it and carrying it. But if it's a burden, okay, it means that it has a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress added to it. The burden of Egypt, but this place is not spiritual Sodom, Egypt. Behold, the Lord Yahweh Shemashah ride upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of. That man is melting. There it is right there. You can see his heart is melting. This man is crying like a little baby girl. Okay, and I felt nothing. It's just simply pathetic. Okay, this is a two-time loser here. Okay, I felt absolutely nothing. Tawadi Haba Shemiyah Shai by Shimmer Kakadash. I like to see thousands, if not millions, of these type of videos uploaded by these Edomites to show their distress. And it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. We saw that in Civil War. We saw it in World War One and World War Two, and we're seeing it right now, currently. And the fighting, okay, and the setting against Egyptians isn't necessarily always going to be a sword. Okay, this can be in a financial attack. This can be the destruction of the food, which we've seen, thousands of recalls all of a sudden on the food that everybody's been, eating and getting their body poisoned. So why care right now? Because that famine is about to come in. Okay, you people don't know, man. The Lord has some serious, horrific judgment and nightmarish crap you can't even begin to comprehend coming to this place. This is nothing. Okay, and it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizard. They're looking on, okay, stock market is okay. What the hell is going on? Okay, see, people have always been asleep. Again, you didn't hear the lowly when we cried wolf. Who was the wolf? The so-called white man. Okay, those are in authority and the power that are making the legislative law that can continue to keep us, okay, under bondage, slavery, captivity. They haven't let us go. Okay, they call us African Americans, so why don't you send us back to Africa? Huh? Which nation did we come from Africa? Why are you calling us black when our skin is dark brown? Okay, constantly humiliating our people. You have our men humiliated. You can't make it here unless you bend over for the so-called sodomite white man. Okay, but here it is. It says, and the Egyptians will I give into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. So what you have right now is you've had a succession of cruel Lord that has been ruling over you. Succession of cruel Lord that has been ruling over you. Okay, let's close out with the book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and starting with verse 13 here, because you boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, for you doggone Edomites, okay? This is beautiful. This is beautiful times we're seeing right now. Only with eyes thou shalt see the reward of the wicked, and we're starting to see those rewards right now, okay? It's Ecclesiasticus 12 and starting with verse 13, and it reads, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sin, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. Yep. See, this is curses. Again, what I mentioned, we've been going through the curses since from the Old Testament into the New Testament, which is to the current day right now, and things to come. Okay, so those curses are being transferred over to you. Guess what? We trusted in Egypt. We trusted in the serpent, and look what happened to us. Okay, we were betrayed every single time. So did you doggone Edomites. Again, you have, he's evil to himself. He's evil to you. He's evil. He envies himself. He fights amongst himself. You're cavemen. So guess what? You trusted, this man here, he trusted in Egypt. He trusted in the serpent, and now he's been beaten. And who will pity him? Certainly not the brothers that are in this truth, bringing out this gospel, okay, on the highway and the byway. Because as I mentioned, okay, in Ecclesiastes 14 and 5, okay, if he's evil to himself, who will he be good to? This man had civil war. They fought and killed each other. So this should be an eye opener, okay, for you doggone Edomites to understand. We're not up here. We're not your Black Panther, Black Lives Matter, or any of the other so-called black movements here in America that's crying for equality or anything like that. We're letting you know that the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, who you were ignorantly called God and Jesus, is going to destroy you through various forms and ways, and you're going to suffer like you have never, ever began to imagine, because the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, absolutely hates all of you. Lord willing, the lack was edified. Let's close up by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahshua by Hashem Rakadash. Double honors to teachers, tell us, and apostles of great millstone. Likewise, brothers, put on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly, being the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters that tuning in. Shalom.
I'm fucking done.